Welcome back to ZE Coins. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating and very valuable coin error, the 2001 penny dime coin, also known as the 1-cent dime error. You might be asking yourself, why on earth would a coin like this be worth $1.9 million? Well, let's uncover the details and history that make this coin a true gem for collectors and a valuable treasure for the lucky few who have one. So, what exactly is a 2001 penny dime error coin? It's a unique mint error where a penny, instead of bearing Lincoln's iconic image on both sides, actually has a combination of a dime's design and penny's design on opposite faces. Imagine flipping over a dime, only to see Lincoln's head staring back at you instead of Roosevelt's. The result is what coin collectors call a Mule error, where two dies that were never meant to be combined somehow got stamped onto one coin. And yes, it's a very rare occurrence. Let's go back to 2001 to set the stage. Coins from the Denver Mint with a D mint mark are known for their reliability and high production standards. However, in this particular case, something truly unusual happened. For reasons still debated today, a Lincoln penny die accidentally ended up in the press alongside a Roosevelt dime die, and the two designs were struck onto a single coin blank. The result? An unexpected fusion of two of the most iconic American coins. Now, while mint errors happen from time to time, this specific error has one unique characteristic: its rarity. Unlike most errors, which might appear on a few hundred or even thousand coins, the 2001 penny dime Mule coin has only one known specimen. This is part of the reason it holds such immense value. Let's pause to give some context on Mule errors. Generally, a Mule error occurs when two dies from different denominations, or even different coin series, accidentally end up in the same press and produce a unique hybrid coin. The 2001 penny dime is perhaps one of the most famous examples because of its rarity and the mystery surrounding its creation. Some believe it was a genuine accident, others speculate it may have been a deliberate act by a mint employee. Either way, the U.S. Mint has never officially commented on the incident, which only adds to the coin's intrigue. Alright, now let's get to the big question: why is this coin worth so much money? First and foremost, rarity is king in the world of coin collecting. The fewer coins that exist with a particular error, the higher its potential value. With only one known example of the 2001 penny dime Mule coin, it's as rare as they come. Rarity often goes hand in hand with demand, and this particular error coin has caught the eye of wealthy collectors and investors alike. In recent years, unique and rare coins have become a hot item in high-end auctions. With this 2001 penny dime error valued at $1.9 million, it has earned its place among other famous and valuable coins. Coin experts and collectors prize these mules because they represent an error unlikely to ever be repeated. To understand the 2001 Mule coin, it's helpful to look at the broader history of mint errors. Mint errors aren't new. In fact, there are famous examples of Mule errors throughout history. For example, the 1959 Mule penny is another well-known U.S. coin, minted with a wheat design instead of the Lincoln Memorial. Another famous Mule error is the Sacagawea dollar struck with a state quarter die, discovered in 2000. These coins are extremely rare, and collectors will pay top dollar to own one. The thing that makes the 2001 penny dime Mule coin stand out, though, is that it combines two of the most widely recognized U.S. coins in a single error. And because it's the only one of its kind discovered, it has an unmatched allure in the numismatic world. So, what's driving the $1.9 million valuation? Well, there are a few factors. First, it's a one-of-a-kind coin, and collectors know they might never see another error like this one come up for sale. Second, coin collecting, or numismatics, has grown in popularity, with collectors seeing it as both a hobby and an investment. And finally, this coin's mysterious history adds a layer of allure that collectors can't resist. Imagine being the only person in the world with a coin that represents a rare error in the minting process. It's like owning a piece of American history that almost didn't exist. That feeling is priceless to many collectors, which is why this coin's market value is soaring. If you're a collector, you might be wondering if you could ever get your hands on this coin. While it's unlikely, it does serve as a great reminder to check your coins. Coin collecting is all about finding the hidden gems. You never know when a mint error might slip into circulation, especially if you're sifting through older coins. Even if you don't find something as unique as the 2001 penny dime Mule, there are still plenty of valuable errors out there that might be hiding in your pocket change. Always look out for anything unusual on your coins. Misaligned designs, unusual metal compositions, or doubling of images can mean you've got a valuable coin on your hands. To recap, the 2001 penny dime Mule error is one of the rarest and most valuable mint errors ever discovered, currently valued at a whopping $1.9 million. It's an extraordinary example of how an accidental combination of two iconic coins can create something highly prized by collectors worldwide. And for those of you out there who love to collect, remember, it's always worth checking those coins in your collection. You never know what you might find. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting with a closer look at a truly rare find, the 2005 Mint Mark 1 cent dime coin. This isn't just any coin, it's an error coin that's made collectors around the world stop in their tracks and is worth a staggering $1.8 million in today's market. If you've ever thought your pocket change wasn't worth anything, this coin might just change your mind. We're going to cover its unique history, why it's worth so much, what makes it rare, and if you might be able to find one in your own collection. So let's get right into it. First, let's talk about the history of this coin. The 2005 Mint Mark coin was part of the usual coin production by the Denver Mint, which, as many of you know, is one of the main mints in the United States, along with Philadelphia, San Francisco, and West Point. The Denver Mint primarily handles circulating coins, which means these coins are intended for everyday use. Now, in 2005, something strange happened. Some coins were accidentally minted with a Mint mark, meant for a dime, on a penny or 1 cent coin blank. This type of mint error is called a misstrike or mule error. In the world of coin collecting, a mule error is where two dies that aren't supposed to be used together are combined. Imagine having a stamp that was meant to print a dime accidentally used on a 1 cent blank. That's exactly what happened here. The minting process at facilities like Denver is incredibly precise, but sometimes, mistakes happen. Each year, billions of coins are minted, and in this case, it's likely that a mix-up in die or planchet selection led to this error. Let's break that down a bit. Planchets are the blank metal discs that get stamped to become coins, and dies are the tools that imprint designs onto the coins. Normally, the die for a penny has a different design, but in this rare case, the dime die was mistakenly used on a 1 cent blank planchet. This rare error managed to slip through quality control and made it into circulation. Now, why is this error coin valued at such a jaw-dropping $1.8 million? In the world of numismatics, rarity and demand drive the value of coins, and this error has both. First, very few of these coins are known to exist. We're talking about fewer than 10 examples that collectors have confirmed. Rarity in the world of coins is like a magnet. It draws collectors who want to add an ultra-rare piece to their collection, but it's not just about rarity. The 2005 Mint Mark dime penny error is also significant because it's a mule error, which is particularly sought after among collectors. Mule errors are considered the holy grail of coin errors, making this coin extremely desirable and worth a premium. Many collectors will go to great lengths, financially and otherwise, to acquire coins with unique stories like this one. In recent years, we've seen record-setting sales of rare coins, and error coins are consistently in high demand. For example, in early 2023, a similar 2005 Mint Mark error coin was auctioned and reportedly fetched over $1.8 million. This jaw-dropping price reflects not only the rarity and desirability of the coin but also the competitive nature of collectors who want to own such a unique piece of American minting history. Auctions like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers Galleries, known for handling rare coin sales, attract some of the world's top collectors, and items like this 2005 Mint Mark error are their crown jewels. If you're thinking of buying or selling an error coin like this, you'll definitely want to watch the big auction houses. So, what should you look for if you think you've come across one of these rare coins? Here are the main identifiers. The D mint mark, this is the biggest clue. Instead of the usual penny design, you'll see the D mint mark that was meant for a dime, size and weight. This error coin was struck on a 1-cent blank, so it will weigh approximately 2.5 grams, unlike a dime, which usually weighs 2.268 grams. Design differences. You'll notice the design of a penny on the coin instead of a dime's typical features. This combination of a dime, D, mint mark and penny design is your key indicator that you have a Mule error condition. Of course, like any coin, condition matters. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition can fetch a significantly higher price than those that have been circulated. It's also a good idea to have a professional look at your coin if you think it might be one of these rare errors. Certified coin graders like those from the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can provide you with an expert assessment. Now, let's talk about the current market value. The $1.8 million price tag is impressive, but what contributes to that high value? Well, besides rarity and collector demand, we're also seeing an increase in the value of rare and historical items across the board. Investors see rare coins as a stable investment, and coins like this, an error coin with a one-of-a-kind story, are particularly appealing because they're irreplaceable. Moreover, the popularity of numismatic collecting has been rising over the past few years. Coins like this are rare finds and are seen as both collectibles and investments. So, if you happen to come across this coin or any unique error coin, it's definitely worth having it appraised. So, how do you check your coins? If you have spare change lying around, now's a great time to pull it out and start examining. Look for coins with unusual markings, mint marks, or any inconsistencies in the design. A simple magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe is all you need to inspect details closely. And remember, errors like this are rare, but you never know what might be hiding in your coin. JAR.TO wrap things up. The 2005 D Mint Mark 1-cent dime coin is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history and a reminder of the surprises that can slip through the cracks at the U.S. Mint. With a market value of $1.8 million, it's a valuable reminder that your spare change could be worth more than you think. So next time you get a coin, take a closer look. You might just be holding a $1 million mistake. We're diving into the fascinating history of the elusive 2010 D 1-cent dime error coin, which recently sold for an astonishing $1.7 million. So, why is this coin so valuable, and what makes it so special? Let's find out. To understand why this 2010 D error coin is worth such a huge sum, we need to start with some basics about U.S. mint marks. Coins are minted at different locations across the United States, and each mint typically stamps coins with a unique letter. For instance, D represents the Denver Mint, P stands for Philadelphia, and S is for San Francisco. Each mint mark gives collectors crucial information about a coin's origin. Typically, a penny has an image of Abraham Lincoln on the front and is stamped with its respective mint mark. Meanwhile, a dime has President Roosevelt's face and its own minting details. Simple enough, right? But sometimes, mistakes happen, rare mistakes. In 2010, a tiny fraction of dimes produced at the Denver Mint accidentally received the wrong impression. Instead of getting stamped as a dime, these coins received the impression of a 1-cent piece. And so, the 1-cent dime error coin was born. This wasn't just any error. This mistake was huge because it created an extremely rare error coin that collectors would go wild for. Imagine finding a dime with 1 cent on it, or vice versa. These kinds of errors are rarely released to the public, and they're a dream for collectors. So, why are error coins so valuable? Well, in the coin collecting world, errors are actually highly sought after because they're a break from the norm. Think about it, when a factory produces millions of perfectly minted coins, a unique one that stands out is like finding a needle in a haystack. Collectors value error coins because they represent anomalies, mistakes that should have never made it out of the mint. It's like holding a secret piece of history. And in cases like the 2010 D 1-cent dime, the rarity and demand drive up its value to incredible amounts. Now, what makes the 2010 youre coin so special? The truth is, youre coins aren't always as rare as people think. Some years produce hundreds or even thousands of certain youres. But the 2010 youre coin? Only a handful were discovered, making it one of the rarest youre coins to ever hit the market. This tiny number of known 2010 youre coins adds to its allure and scarcity. When collectors see something this rare, especially when it's also tied to a mystery about how it escaped the mint, the price tag skyrockets. Alright, now for the million-dollar question, literally. Why did a 2010 youre coin recently sell for a jaw-dropping $1.7 million? Several factors influence the value of a coin like this. First, rarity. As we discussed, very few of these youre coins exist. Second, the story behind the youre. Collectors love a good story. And third, condition. This particular 2010 coin was in near-perfect condition, making it even more valuable. When these three factors combine, you get what collectors call a holy grail coin. The bidding war for this coin was intense, but one lucky collector ended up taking it home for $1.7 million. The combination of its flawless condition, ultra-rare status, and fascinating backstory made it one of the most valuable coins sold in recent years. Now, before you start digging through all your dimes, remember that finding an youre coin like this is extremely rare. But, it's always worth keeping an eye out for strange coins. In fact, many people have discovered valuable coins just sitting in their pocket change or in jars at home. Here's a tip: if you find a coin that looks unusual, check for errors. Look for doubling on the text, misplaced mint marks, or anything else that looks odd. Even small imperfections could mean your coin is worth more than face value. So, that's the story of the incredible 2010 1-cent dime youre coin, a rare mistake worth over $1.7 million. It's fascinating how a small slip-up at the mint can create such a prized possession for collectors worldwide. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just curious, the world of rare coins is full of treasures waiting to be found. We're diving into the fascinating story of a small but mighty coin that's taken the numismatic world by storm, the 2011 Mint Mark 1-cent dime coin. Yes, you heard that right, a 1-cent dime coin. This unique and mysterious youre coin has stirred up quite a buzz in recent years and was even sold for a staggering $1.6 million. But what exactly is it about this coin that makes it so special? Let's find out. First, let's start with a little background on the 2011 Mint Mark dime. For those of you who might be new to coin collecting, D stands for the Denver Mint, one of the primary mints in the United States. In 2011, millions of dimes were produced here, but something extraordinary happened. A minting error led to the creation of a 1-cent dime coin. This error was highly unusual, even by youre coin standards. Typically, a U.S. dime has a value of 10 cents and features President Franklin D. Roosevelt. But what makes this 2011 Denver minted coin different is that it was mistakenly stamped on a penny planchet, or blank. This created a unique 1-cent coin with the look and characteristics of a dime, an extremely rare occurrence. Let's break down how this fascinating error may have happened. At the U.S. Mint, different blanks, or planchets, are prepared for different coins, pennies, nickels, dimes, and so on. These blanks are then fed into presses that stamp the appropriate designs on them. In 2011, somewhere along the production line, a penny blank slipped into the dime production batch at the Denver Mint. So instead of getting the copper plating and imagery of Abraham Lincoln, it was stamped with the dime design, and ended up with the Roosevelt profile and all the characteristics of a dime. But here's what's fascinating: because of the 1-cent planchet's copper color and lighter weight, it doesn't just look slightly different, it feels different too. This combination of being visually and physically unique, along with a one-of-a-kind minting error, has made this coin incredibly valuable to collectors. Now, why is this coin worth so much? Well, rarity is everything in the world of coin collecting. This 2011 D Mint Mark 1 cent dime coin is believed to be one of only a few that have been discovered with this particular error. Since the minting error is not a regular occurrence and the odds of finding a 1-cent dime are astronomically low, it has become something of a holy grail for collectors. Error coins are typically valued based on two main factors: the rarity of the error and the demand among collectors. Because this coin has such an unusual and high-profile error, it captured the attention of both numismatists and investors alike. Even rarer than mint errors like double dies or off-center strikes, this type of planchet error with a dime is almost unheard of. So, let's talk numbers. In 2023, this coin went to auction and stunned the world by selling for an astounding $1.6 million. That's right, someone paid over $1 million for a coin that technically has a value of just 1 cent. The coin's uniqueness and its perfect preservation condition helped push its value to this record-breaking price. Now, why would someone pay that much? Well, in recent years, the collectible coin market has seen a surge in value as more collectors and investors view rare coins as a tangible investment. Rare coins, especially those in excellent condition with clear, distinguishable errors, can command huge sums at auction. They're seen as a hedge against inflation, a diversification from traditional assets, and a piece of history all rolled into one. Now, you might be wondering, do I have one of these hidden away in my collection? Here's how to check. First, examine your 2011 D dime carefully under a magnifying glass or coin loupe. Look for differences in the thickness, color, and weight compared to a regular dime. If it appears to have a coppery tint, feels lighter, and still has the D mint mark, you may be holding a very special error coin. If you think you have a 2011 D 1-cent dime coin, you'll want to have it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll assess its authenticity and help you determine if it truly is the rare, valuable error coin everyone's been talking about. Rare coins like the 2011 D Mint Mark 1 cent dime coin are a fascinating niche in the world of collecting. And while they may not all fetch million-dollar prices, investing in rare coins can be a rewarding hobby and potentially a wise financial decision if you're strategic about it. Whether you're a passionate collector or a curious investor, learning about unique coins like this is always thrilling. So keep your eyes open. You never know what treasures you might have hidden away in your collection. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins to explore one question: could a 2014 D penny, or dime, actually be worth $1.5 million? That's right, we're taking a closer look at the story of a modern-day coin with a Denver Mint mark and what makes some coins like this potentially skyrocket in value. Alright, let's rewind a bit and start with the basics. The 2014 D 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny, was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the U.S. Mint's primary locations. The Denver Mint primarily handles mass production, meaning hundreds of millions of pennies roll off their production lines every year. However, the real intrigue for collectors is in the anomalies, coins that deviate from the norm. But what exactly would make a 2014 D penny or dime coin worth so much? Here are some factors that could cause a significant rise in value. Coins with unusual characteristics, known as error coins, are highly sought after by collectors. Errors can happen during production, like a coin struck off-center, a double die where designs overlap, or even a missing or doubled mint mark. When a modern penny or dime has these errors, it becomes rare. Since most errors are caught before leaving the mint, few ever reach the public, increasing their rarity in value. In the case of a 2014 D penny, finding an error is rare, especially since quality control at the Denver Mint is stringent. However, over the years, collectors have uncovered some fascinating 2014 pennies with subtle die issues, slight misalignments, or mint mark peculiarities that make them worth more than face value. A rare double die on a 2014 D could be worth hundreds, or even thousands, depending on its condition and rarity. Now, for a modern coin to reach the jaw-dropping value of $1.5 million, it would need to have extremely rare qualities, likely discovered in a high-grade condition. Let's explore a few scenarios where a modern coin could reach this astronomical price. Imagine if a handful of 2014 D coins were struck with an experimental or unique die and mistakenly sent into circulation. This has happened with coins from different eras and mint marks before. Coins like the 1943 copper penny or the 1974 aluminum penny became legendary due to their unique characteristics and rarity. A coin in flawless condition, meaning no scratches, wear, or discoloration, receives a high grading from professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC. Coins graded at the highest level, mint state 70, are extremely rare, especially with minor minting errors or double dies. Such a coin, graded and authenticated, could sell at auction for an enormous sum, especially if multiple collectors are competing to own it. Finally, the collector market is influenced by demand, collector enthusiasm, and auction dynamics. If two passionate collectors want the same coin, they can drive the price to record-breaking heights. To give you an idea of how valuable error coins and unique minting examples can be, let's look at some record-breaking sales. A rare 1943 copper penny sold for over $1.7 million in 2010, while a 1794 silver dollar, thought to be the first silver dollar ever minted, fetched $10 million in 2013. These coins are valuable not only due to their rarity but because they represent iconic moments in American numismatic history. So, could a 2014 D penny actually be worth $1.5 million? Not likely as of now, but it's certainly possible if the right kind of error or rarity is discovered on one of these coins. As of now, most 2014 D pennies are valued at or near face value unless they're in pristine mint state condition, in which case they might fetch around a few dollars for the best graded examples. Most of these coins are still in circulation, meaning they're readily available. A perfect mint state 2014 D penny might sell for around $10 to $15 if it's graded MS67 or higher. Coins graded below that are generally worth $1 or less. Now, if you find a unique error coin in perfect condition, that's where things get interesting, as rare error coins from modern mintages can sometimes reach four-figure sums. So, you want to try your hand at finding a valuable 2014 D penny or dime? Here are a few tips to help you on your journey. First, invest in a good magnifying glass or loupe. Even tiny errors can make a big difference in a coin's value. Check for doubling on letters or numbers, which is a common sign of a double die error. Also, look closely at the mint mark. Any unusual characteristics like missing or repeated marks could signal a unique coin. Lastly, always have your coins graded if you think you have something special. Professional grading can confirm its authenticity and potentially increase its value significantly. Whether it's a 2014 D penny or another unique coin, the thrill of the hunt keeps collectors and numismatists excited. Coins are more than just currency, they're historical artifacts, little pieces of art, and, sometimes, very valuable investments. We're diving deep into the history, unique qualities, and possible reasons behind this coin's soaring value. Images of early U.S. coins, clips of the U.S. Mint logo, dimes from different years. The dime, or 10-cent coin, has been a part of American currency since 1796. Over the years, the design and composition of dimes have changed, moving from silver to the modern copper-nickel clad. But the dime is more than just change. Certain dimes are collectors' dreams, often bringing massive sums at auctions. The 2015 D Mint Mark dime is one of these surprising gems. Mint marks are tiny letters on coins that tell us where the coin was made. D stands for the Denver Mint in Colorado, one of the main production facilities of the U.S. Mint. Since the early 20th century, Denver has been churning out billions of coins, including dimes. The 2015 D dime, like others from the Denver Mint, was produced in large quantities, so what makes this one special? Let's break down why this common coin could be worth so much. Close-up shots of the coin, focusing on details, show elements like the date, mint mark, and the face of Franklin D. Roosevelt. At first glance, the 2015 D dime looks just like any other modern dime. It features the iconic image of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the front and the torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. But for collectors, subtle differences make all the difference. The 2015 D dime doesn't have any known error varieties like double dies or minting flaws, which are often the main cause of high values in otherwise common coins. Yet, a few pieces of this particular year and mint mark are reported to have fetched jaw-dropping prices, especially in pristine condition. Coin grading process at a professional service, close-ups of coins in graded holders. When it comes to coins, condition is king. Collectors look for coins that are in pristine, untouched condition, and this is where coin grading comes in. A 2015 D dime in standard circulated condition might only be worth, well, 10 cents. But if it's in mint state or MS 68 or 69 condition, essentially perfect, the value skyrockets. To understand this better, coin grading companies like PCGS and NGC use a scale from 1 to 70. A dime graded MS 68 or higher is incredibly rare, meaning it's flawless even under magnification. For the 2015 D dime, finding a specimen this perfect has become a treasure hunt, with very few examples reaching these high grades. Auction scenes, money symbols, flashing images of rare coin finds. So why $1.4 million? It's rumored that a collector or a private buyer offered this staggering amount for a pristine 2015 D dime. This raises questions: is this a one-time anomaly, or are other collectors willing to pay a similar amount? According to coin market trends, modern coins typically don't fetch such prices, but when it comes to dimes with high-grade conditions and ultra-low population reports, a bidding war can erupt. As of now, this amount is a speculative record but has stirred interest, creating what some call a million-dollar dime fever. Imagine finding one of these in your loose change. A magnifying glass examining coins, different angles of the 2015 D dime, computer screen showing PCGS/NGC websites. Curious if you have a valuable 2015 D dime? Here's how you can check: look at condition, carefully examine the coin. Any signs of wear or scratches can lower its value. Get it graded. If your coin looks perfect, consider getting it graded by PCGS or NGC. While grading fees apply, a high-grade certification can confirm if you have a potential jackpot coin. Check the population reports. High-value coins are often unique in their condition. With grading companies' population reports, you can see how many other coins exist in your coin's grade. The 2015 D dime might just be the start of modern coins fetching big prices. While there's no guarantee that every 2015 D dime will be worth millions, high-grade specimens have already proven there's serious money in perfect condition coins. Modern-day treasure hunting can happen right in your pocket. So, check your change, pay attention to details, and keep up with coin collecting news. You never know when a single coin could turn your fortune around. Thanks for tuning into this dive into the mystery of the million-dollar 2015 D dime. Do you have a 2015 D dime in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you won't miss out on more exciting coin discoveries and updates. We're diving into a rare and fascinating coin that's been turning heads in the numismatic world, the 2016 P dime. Yes, you heard that right, a modern 10-cent piece that's valued at a whopping $1.3 million. But how did this ordinary-looking coin earn its extraordinary worth? And what makes it so special? Let's dive into the story, the mystery, and the current market for this elusive 2016 P dime. Before we get into the specifics of the 2016 P dime, let's take a quick look back at the history of the US dime. The dime, first introduced in 1796, has long been one of the most commonly used coins in the United States. The term dime comes from the Latin word decimus, meaning 1/10, because it represents 1/10 of a dollar. Over the years, the dime has gone through various design changes, from the draped bust and the seated Liberty dimes of the 1800s to the Barber, Mercury, and, most recently, the Roosevelt dime, which was first minted in 1946. The current Roosevelt dime design has been in circulation for over 70 years now. Most collectors don't see this as a particularly valuable coin, but there are always exceptions, and the 2016 P dime is one of them. Alright, so let's talk about what makes the 2016 P dime so unique. In 2016, the US Mint celebrated its 225th anniversary, marking a special milestone in its history. Interestingly, 2016 was the first year that the Philadelphia Mint added a P mint mark to the dime. Up until then, dimes minted in Philadelphia did not have a mint mark at all, which made the appearance of the P on the dime in 2016 quite significant. This P mint mark alone doesn't necessarily make the 2016 P dime valuable. However, something curious happened with a handful of these dimes. Certain rare 2016 P dimes showed evidence of doubling, a rare mint error known as a doubled die. This type of error, which results from an issue during the die creation process, causes certain features on the coin to appear doubled, adding a unique visual effect. In case you're new to coin collecting, a doubled die is a type of mint error that collectors go wild for. It occurs when the design on the die shifts slightly during the minting process, leaving a faint double image on the coin's features. Collectors know that double dies are extremely rare, and when they appear on any coin, especially a modern coin, values can skyrocket. Now, let's get to the million-dollar question. Why is this coin fetching prices up to $1.3 million? That's an astonishing amount for a modern dime. The answer lies in its rarity, the doubling error, and the collector market's current appetite for unique items. Unlike traditional rare coins, which gain value due to age or metal content, the 2016 P dime is a prime example of a modern-day collectible skyrocketing due to scarcity and a perfect storm of collector demand. There are only a few known examples of these double die errors on the 2016 P dime. This scarcity is what drives collectors to pay top dollar, and when the 2016 P dimes with doubling first entered the market, the frenzy began. It didn't take long for numismatists to realize how rare these dimes were, and as a result, they started appearing in auctions for eye-watering prices. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare dimes in your pocket change? Well, first, look for the P mint mark, which should be right above the date on the coin. Once you've confirmed that, check for any doubling on key details, especially on the words Liberty and In God We Trust, as well as Roosevelt's profile. The doubling will be subtle, but under magnification, it becomes quite noticeable. Take your time examining each feature carefully. You don't want to miss it. And remember, even the smallest doubling error could mean a big payday. If you're still not sure, it might be worth taking your coin to a professional numismatist or sending it to a third-party grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate and grade your coin, which is essential if you're looking to sell. Alright, let's talk about money. The last recorded sale of a 2016 P double die dime fetched an incredible $1.3 million at auction. This price reflects both the rarity and the high demand for this particular coin. However, values can fluctuate based on market trends, condition, and whether or not new examples of the double die are discovered. The coin market can be unpredictable, so if you're lucky enough to own one, it could pay to keep an eye on auction results. The story of the 2016 P dime is fascinating not only because of its high value but also because it shows a shift in what coin collectors value today. As we enter a digital age, older coins will always have a strong collector base, but modern coins with unique errors or historical significance are gaining ground in a big way. The high price tag on the 2016 P dime demonstrates that modern coins can be just as valuable, if not more so, than some of the classic rare coins. So, there you have it. The 2016 P dime is a remarkable coin that could be hiding in plain sight. If you have any dimes from 2016 in your change, it's definitely worth checking them carefully. You never know, you could be holding a fortune worth over $1 million. Let us know in the comments if you found anything interesting in your pocket change recently. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates on incredible finds in the world of coins. Until next time, keep searching. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, specifically the rare dimes and pennies with a D mint mark that collectors go crazy for. Some of these coins are worth hundreds, thousands, and even up to $1 million at auction. That's right, a single coin in your pocket might hold life-changing value. So stick around to find out what makes these coins so special and which ones could be hiding in your collection right now. First, let's clear something up. A lot of people think there's a 2021 1-cent dime with a D mint mark worth $1.2 million. However, the US Mint does not actually produce a coin labeled as a 1-cent dime. The US Mint makes both dimes, 10-cent coins, and 1-cent coins, more commonly known as pennies. The D mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, where these coins were made. There's no official 1-cent dime, but there are rare examples of both dimes and pennies that bear the D mint mark and are worth a lot. So, let's explore those. The 2021 D mint dime and penny are both fairly common in circulation and, unfortunately, aren't yet worth a lot to collectors. These coins were struck as part of the standard issue of the US Mint, and millions of them were produced, so they don't yet hold significant value. But don't let that discourage you. Rarity isn't the only factor that makes a coin valuable. For instance, mint errors, condition, and unique historical characteristics can greatly increase a coin's worth. Now, let's talk about some of the most valuable dimes and pennies ever minted with the D mark. One of the most famous rare dimes with a D mint mark is the 1916 D Mercury dime. This coin is one of the most iconic dimes in US numismatics and is highly sought after by collectors. Only about 264,000 of these dimes were minted in Denver, which makes it incredibly rare. In high-grade condition, a 1916 D Mercury dime can fetch over $40,000. This dime became a legend because it represents the debut of the Mercury design, and the Denver Mint's output was very low that year. If you're lucky enough to find one of these, even in low grade, it's a treasure. Now, let's turn our attention to the world of pennies. While the D mint mark isn't on these two coins, they are great examples of what makes a coin valuable and are worth mentioning. The 1909 SVDB penny is one of the most coveted Lincoln pennies. Only 484,000 were minted in San Francisco with the initials of designer Victor David Brenner, hence VDB, on the reverse. Today, these coins can be worth $1,000 or more in good condition, with mint state examples reaching over $100,000. Then there's the famous 1955 double die penny. This error coin has a dramatic doubling of the date and lettering on the obverse side, making it one of the most famous US coin errors. In excellent condition, a 1955 double die penny can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk about how errors can make a seemingly ordinary coin worth a small fortune. Coins with errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or die cracks can be incredibly valuable because they are rare. The US Mint has strict quality control, so error coins are rarely released. When they do slip through, collectors are willing to pay a premium. The most famous example is the 1943 copper penny, a coin that's one of the holy grails of numismatics. Most 1943 pennies were minted on steel due to the need for copper in World War II, but a few copper blanks were mistakenly struck. These rare pennies can be worth over $100,000. If you're interested in knowing the current market value of rare dimes and pennies with a D mint mark, remember that coin value depends largely on condition, rarity, and demand. A circulated coin might be worth a few $100s, while an uncirculated or mint state example could be worth thousands. For example, a high-grade 1916 D Mercury dime in mint state can sell for upwards of $40,000. However, market values fluctuate, so it's always a good idea to consult the latest auction results or check with a professional appraiser if you think you have a valuable coin. Collecting coins can be an exciting hobby, and if you're serious about finding rare coins, consider getting a good magnifying glass, coin folders, and maybe even joining a coin collector community. Remember to handle coins carefully to avoid reducing their value. As we've seen today, while a 2021 mint dime or penny might not be worth much right now, future collectors may find them desirable due to mint errors or other unique factors. You never know what treasures are hiding in your loose change.